Ah, hot Milo. I'm using my mug from the Strand, where books are loved.
I love to read a book and be absorbed in words to escape the life that
Hi everybody, I just wanted to do a quick book haul, yes, yet another one, because I attended a second-hand book fair over the weekend. I foolishly went in there assuming that I was going to make no purchases whatsoever. Oh, the hubris of me! I don't know why I tell myself these things when the outcome always ends up being the same. Anywho, I did manage to pick up an array of titles from all different genres. I could have walked out with many, many more books, but I didn't even think to bring a book bag with me because I was entering there under the ridiculous assumption that I wouldn't be buying anything. So I only had my arms to carry things. I could have spent a lot longer in there. It was quite a large room and there were many, many, many books everywhere. But I am still happy with the purchases that I made and I will show them now. I do want to add that it was a charitable event, so all the money was going to a good cause. Okay, so I grabbed The Forest of Avalon by Marianne Zimmer Bradley. This is, in fact, I believe, a prequel of sorts to The Mist of Avalon. All the Avalon novels by Marianne Zimmer Bradley can be read as standalones. It's not really a series in that they follow on from one another, so this can be read before The Mist of Avalon, which I do have a second-hand copy back here. I haven't read it yet, but it is living on my shelves, and it's the same style as this cover, so at least they match, so that's good. Hooray! And this is high fantasy historical fiction. I grabbed The Glass Painter's Daughter by Rachel Hoare. I have another book of hers, which is A Place of Secrets, and these books have, I believe, a similar setup to Kate Morton's books in that they usually begin in the present day or modern day, and then something will occur to involve flashbacks and that to the past and to a certain historical period, and it's usually to do with family members, and then lots of secrets about the family is revealed through these historical flashback moments and things. And I enjoy that kind of setup. I find it fun and entertaining, and I know that people have said if you like Kate Morton, you should like Rachel Hoare's work, so I got this title. I got a Juliet Marillier title, hurrah! This is The Dark Mirror, and it's the first in the Bridie Chronicles. I'm sorry, Juliet, I'm terrible at pronouncing things, but I know that this is quite a beloved series as well from her, and I think there's at least 4 books out so far, I'm not sure. Anywho, I did see the third book in this series, which is The Well of Shades. It was at the book fair, but I didn't want to pick it up because I'd rather at least read this one first and then hopefully attain copies that are a similar style, because it was a similar sort of cover going on, but it was like a mass market paperback size, and I tend, even though I'm not typically fussy about covers and things, I prefer if the books in a series can at least all be the same height, preferably. So we'll see what we can do. But it's Juliet Marillier, huzzah! And it's her historical high fantasy stuff. I grabbed a hardback edition of Mr. Rosenblum's List by Natasha Solomons, and I know that this is a favourite of many people. I know that Leslie at Words of a Reader really likes this book, and I've been curious about it for a while, so I'm gonna give it a read. I believe it's quite a charming, funny novel about a man who moves to England in the 1930s, so I look forward to encountering it and seeing if I enjoy it as much as other booktubers have. I grabbed Elementals, Stories of Fire and Ice by A.S. Byatt. This is a short story collection of magical, realistic tales involving the elements, and I wanted to get it to sit alongside my other A.S. Byatt short story collection that also has a fantastical bent to it. So yeah, looking forward to reading these ones. I got Labyrinth by Kate Moss. I've been curious about this one ever since it came out a number of years ago now. I have watched the TV movie of it, and I wasn't that impressed, but I think that was certainly an issue of adaptation and of pacing and just script writing and those sort of things, more so than the actual storyline necessarily. I know that this book tends to get mixed reviews from a lot of people, but I will read it at some point because it does tick a number of boxes that usually are selling points for me. I like, you know, back and forth between modern and historical periods, and I like books that centre on female protagonists, so yeah, I do want to give this one a whirl. I grabbed The Sugar Queen by Sarah Addison Allen. I used to have a copy of this book, but I gave it to somebody to read and never got it back. Always happens with me. So I got this. This is the same edition as my old one was, except it's just a little bit larger, which is fine because this edition matches the style that I have for garden spells. I've yet to read any Sarah Addison Allen, but I am going to get on that because I know she's very popular in the magical realism genre, and I've got plenty of booktuber friends who really enjoy her writing, so I have to get on that. And I did get 2 classics. I got The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. I've wanted to read this for some time. I know it's a favourite of a lot of people, and it's been adapted into a stage musical that I quite like, and I thought this edition was quite lovely. It's been a while since I've purchased a new classic, so I'm happy to have this. And my friend spotted this one and told me about it, and I was so happy. It's The Secret Garden and A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and I do own a copy of A Little Princess, but it's like a tiny mass market, and the cover is the like film poster, the 1995 film adaptation, and it's gone all yucky and brown and stuff anyway. I was wanting to get a nicer copy of that, and I've always needed a copy of The Secret Garden, and I really love this edition. It's big, and it has its nice spine here, and it includes illustrations, and I just love that it's both the stories in one, and it's really quite a lovely edition, and I'm very happy to have it. Hooray! It's just so tasty. That was my book haul from the book fair I attended, and more videos will be coming soon. I'm going to go finish my Milo. Apologies for the lack of Ollie in this video. He's been naughty, so he's been put to bed early because we treat him like a child. I promise he will quite likely be in the next video. Bye for now. Yum 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 yum.